really want to echo Marcella's words about coming home. And that is what this space is for. It is our time to really come home to our centers with each other, to really honor these seasonal transitions and to just be in this space that is our space. You know, these cosmic transitions are times of our own change and transformation. And if we choose to attune to it, we can really harness the space of letting go and setting intentions and marking time and really taking count of what is. So there's so much in this world, so much intensity, so much passion in its full spectrum. And this is really a space to stoke the fire of inspiration, to tend to healing our hearts and our minds and finding a space to really source, because that's what it takes. So much love to each of you. And I know that there isn't one personal or collective story that I've heard or experienced lately that isn't one of challenge and transformation and necessary leveling up. I don't even want to say growth, because it's almost like emerging and growing all at once, so that we can arrive and stay in a good and centered place and offer that to each other. So this spring equinox call this year is aligning with Hunnoch on the Mayan sacred calendar, the Cholkir. And I'd really love to just celebrate this alignment. And I look forward to all that will come in the sharing from Tat Erick tonight in his prayer and guidance of this sacred space for us. And we'll have an opportunity to open back up again in circle towards the end of the call, but I really request that you just make sure that your mute is on and that your chat is open if you wish to engage in that way. It's really beautiful. I see a lot of you already writing there, and it's a beautiful place to share reflections and connect. So once again, just welcome, and Matyoshawe to you, Tat Erick. Thank you in the language of my heart for all the beauty and all the inspiration and just really what has come through my own path, just showing up and walking alongside you and all these beautiful people who we circle with. So it's so wonderful to have you here. And I just give thanks and offer you a talking stick and just wish you a happy equinox, Tata.
Thank you.
Okay. Wow. Well, happy spring equinox, family. So good to see all of your faces and feel this beautiful circle of relatives that we are. Offer this smudge to everyone. I'm sure you have your own altars and own smudge going, but I'd like to just send this through the web of life, the sacred blessing of this medicine. And thank you for taking your time with us today, and for the beautiful relatives, for all that we've walked together, and for being able to honor the sacred time of the spring, of the renewal of our earth as we come out of that winter time and into that blossoming, just vibrant, beautiful time of the spring, and to really source ourselves with that energy and that beauty of the earth. Like Raquel spoke, I know a lot of us have been going through a lot of challenges and a lot of, just holding and enduring in some ways. And so it feels good when these seasons turn and we can invite in these new energies. And this Hunnoch energy, which is the energy of our Mother Earth, the initiation of that energy that she holds and the wisdom that she holds, and just really, really grateful for that beautiful blessing for us in our lives, and starting this medicine wheel journey again in the spring in the east, that we can take the light of the sun, like when we turn and face the east, and really welcome that light in, that we can do that in this moment with the energy of the spring and this circle for all that we're holding. Just want to send my blessings to each one of you and my gratitude, and just always abundant gratitude. I'm so grateful for these times of reconnection and sourcing. So thank you so much. Aho.
Mhm. Good to see you, my relatives and my family. It's so beautiful to see my elders, my brother here, Patricio, and my sister Isabel, and others, Yellow Rose and Kala, uh, Marcia. A lot of my elders that some of you also know, they're in the council of the spirit world, and so just like ¿cómo se me dijo que se me dijo? Brandon,
Brandon, is that right?
you know, uh, it is a beautiful sacred journey of a new birth for our soul, and so we celebrate that transition. And for us, it's hard because we love our relatives, our children, our fathers, mothers, and for some reason comes as a gift to us, just like we are witnessing all around Mother Earth. Some of us have been in the circles of elders, people who dedicated their lives to the connection to spirit. And now we echo. That's all we are. I'm a small parrot. We echo that which we heard in the councils, and that we repeat that which the spirits talk to us in our soul. And sometimes we understand it, many times we don't. When we don't, we come together, in ceremony. We ask the spirit world, we ask the natural world, we ask the elemental world, and the supernaturals come and say, hey, it's okay, this is our sacred journey. And all the steps is hard, but we gotta go through it and help each other. That's how we are here. I see some of you beautiful young people who also kind of growing up here. My daughter's here taking care of her horse, and Katrina, and um, who's that? Angela and others, they're like, wow, so beautiful to see how you are blossoming in this world, and repeating the same, some of the things that you also have witnessed from some of these beautiful elders. As you know, life here is not that easy, but it makes it better when we love each other. It makes it a lot better when we close the gap to spirit, and then to honor and love the Mother Earth. So today, in the way of the canil, the medicine wheel, is that we are going into, they said, the spring equinox here in the north, but in the south is the winter solstice, or the fall equinox, yeah. And so we go and we start to see that all those stages in our lives are being expressed at the same time. And so when we start this day, we're looking at right now, look over there, the mountain of fire. That's the first mountain. We come now in the east part, but it's the walk of Mother Earth. So our people told us a while back, is don't let the fire go out. The fire represents our love, our inner strength, our inspiration, all that inspires a human to become spirit again. We know the other fire, and that's what humanity is embracing, the fire of the war and destruction. And Mother Earth is burning up. She wants to purify that which is no longer needed. So when we look at this spring, we say, yes, everybody's starting to blossom, come alive. But this the fire who needs to come back to us, to work with the sacred fire and communicate our prayer to the sun, grandfather sun. When that communication goes to the sun, it's a web. All the suns talk, all the fires talk. So we're gonna light this little fireplace that I carry, since I train with many of my elders. They say, like, now all of us have a cell phone, and each one has a different number. So we go to the mountains and find the number and the codes, the songs, the prayers that will connect and open sacred time. When we go there, then we go and I want to be in sacred time with you, at this time. And so we smoke, and then after thousands of times, many places you walk, you collect that ash, you collect that memory, and then all come together in that one moment. So when we smoke here today, all those prayers we went down all around our Mother Earth, it comes together in one place, and then the web goes to each one of our fires. It's not the physical heart, but we call it rukush. Rukush is the essence of us. It's not the pumping blood. Sometimes we say heart, everything's the heart, but the love is in the heart, but it's in the essence. And so we want to go to that place of your essence today, because we want to, as well, us too, we're all being challenged. We're saying goodbye to loved ones. We're saying hello to others. A nice, beautiful grandchild just of us, the son of my daughter, Maya, 1 month old. And what is it that they're going to see when they grow up? What we are leaving behind. When he goes to the ocean, there's just trash over there. When he goes over here, so it's us now. It is our turn to not be belittled or be smothered by any of the other outside forces that are trying to do that, but to light your fires. Let's climb that mountain together, because others did it and they're celebrating over there. When the people come together, there's beauty, there's strength, there's wisdom, there's support, there's, all many hands make light work, and so many troubles too. We gather and we feel good afterwards, even as hard as having to bury our beautiful loved ones, or even when we see beautiful kids being born. I've held all my children in my hands. I know, kind of feel that when I saw the women bringing the birth. What does it take? It's tough. So in the prayer is that all of us maybe have the time now. Some of us, we haven't seen each other for a while, but the love is eternal. Our love is an eternal flame that as time goes by, we live and go over to the other side. Then it's eternal. That rukush, so when we start a prayer, some of you know it. Maybe go with it too. And we'll go in a little bit so that we say rukush kach. That's the essence of the heavens, not just clouds, but the whole universe. We say rukush uleuf, the essence of our Mother Earth, our home. It's the only one we got right now that we need to really love it, respect it, and then correct ourselves so that when our kids, our grandkids will have nice time, have a nice water, have a peaceful world. The war goes, it affects everybody, and we don't want that, and so we need to stand strong with that and say, no, that is not okay. But it's like we're not gonna go and fight with it. There's no reason. But we can go to the mountain, in the caves. We can go in our kivas, in our teepees, in our sweat lodges, and pray in that way. And the more that some of the things that the elders told us to get through the next era, to welcome the next era, you're gonna have to unite. You're gonna have to be kind to each other, and you're gonna have to be in respect with each other. And so that's the message that we still go every time. They say, well, maybe we repeat the song again. Maybe just one song we have. Maybe we have 1,000 songs. We need to bring them all, to the people. And sometimes they say, no, we don't want to share it. We're kind of shy, or it takes too much to gather the people. So no, make a little fireplace, but put essence in it. Love the beautiful children over there, Patricio, probably grandchild. Good. And so as we have walked and seen, we're going to share that soon enough about where we come from and where that same message we heard said, take your bundles and clean them up, purify them. Gather those tools that you'll need when the purification comes. You will hold your stand, your ground. You will be there to witness and to document everything so that you can recreate it again. Gather the seeds and take them to the next world. And that's what we heard from the Hopis and the Cachiquel, my people, and others, of how we got to this world. We came through it's the same story almost. We came through the dark reef, and we emerged into this world, and it was beautiful. A promise from Spirit come true. But right there at the gate, there was these guardians, and they said, welcome home. Here is what you have. This is a gift for you. You have survived your other world that you destroyed. The people destroyed that other world. And the same thing comes. We had forgotten to love and respect. Same thing as today. We have forgotten to love and respect and be part of the natural and the spiritual world. And now the sixth sun is awakened. Then dawn is here of the sixth sun coming with a new light. And that's for us, they say, this is the frequency that we can become people made out of honey. In the Aztec calendar, the round stone, the sound stone, it says how the world was destroyed 4 times and how this era will be destroyed. Power of the sun, power of war and miscommunication. We do not understand each other. But the way to get through is, it shows us of Oshlachuch Ach, the 13 staffs. 13 clans must come from all directions to gather in the center with that one fire. And each of the clans will come together, and then the blue beings will reemerge with us. The confederations of the blue beings will make themselves visible. And that's our Pop High here in Deer Mountain. We built that. The prophecy written in paper. Talk about in the era after era, elders talked about that. And then the time said, okay, it's now. So we took the paper and lifted it up to a 3-dimensional geometric design. And there's the Pop High. Some of you done your sacred fires there. Some of us have gathered with elders and hear the stories of the nations, all the way from Africa and from Philippines and up all around Abiyala, we call it, the Mother Earth. And the story is the same. Again, at that doorway when they said, welcome home, and here is what you have to follow, the original instructions, the rules of the law of nature in this world, the sacred bundles of the original instructions. We have to research it again. What are they? What are those simple things that they gave us and say, welcome home. Here's all that you ever need is for you to enjoy. Walk the plains, enjoy the deserts, love the rainforest, enjoy the ice and the snow and the seasons. And it's a gift to us. It's a true gift. And what happened? Well, there's the rest of the other story. But now is again because we are in great dire straits, they say. Life as we know it might not continue. And maybe that's needed and maybe it will happen. But the memory of us holding to the sacred covenants to spirit will make us a nice future for our children or welcome home to another place, spirit world. The elders, our ancestors, they welcome us with gratitude and grace. A good thing you made it through that world. And look what you did. We're going to look back, they say. We're going to look back and see our tracks. What did we leave behind? What did we say? How did we do it? How do we love? How do we correct ourselves? And it's a journey of love, of self-rediscovery, of self-connection, a self-emerge into what is sacred again. So
Well, let's just be with that. Well,
and then you have it.
oh, there he's back. Thought like we lost you for a second, but
I
that's
thought
okay.
as we lit the pipe, connection went, but not this connection. This connection is a soul level connection. So we'll smoke this prayer for all of us and all our relations across Mother Earth at this time that we look at the fireplace. We're looking at the fire mountain at the time of blossoming. May we blossom into the sacred relationship again. Rukushkach, rukushulef. Rukushka, rukushkake. Rukushya, rukushkastemal. Rukushka kastemal. Matyoshisha weni malech katit kamama. Ni malech katat pitol kanan sakol olom kocholom. Matyoshisha weni malech kawawil tohila bilisha hakabitz. Matyoshisha weni malech nawal rihunoch. Rirukush nana ulef. Rukush ulef. Rinlinda Pachamama. To our Mother Earth and all our relations, Creator. At this time, we light our fires. We light our fires with our love within our essence to send it out to all our relations that there will be peace on Mother Earth, that will bring back the spirit of the sacred clean water across the lands with the sacred wind. We send this frequency of love all across to all in every shape and form that we are in relationship with. We thank you, Creator, for this sacred day and for every rukush, every essence of the expression of you within all human beings here at this time and all our relatives across this beautiful Mother Earth. May all the times that we crawl into the lodges, step into the tipis, into the kivas, into the malokas, when we take the sacrament and become essence again, may again be this frequency of strength, of unity, and of love, of respect, of endurance, to welcome home our relations who are now in need to being held by those faith keepers, ceremonial people. Some of these elders here, they hold that. Bless them up really good, Creator. May the sacred fire connect to all the ceremonial, all the beautiful intentions that we've done through our lives and what we have inherited from our elders, from our ancestors. May these pipes, may this fire will be given to our next generation with the beautiful bundles, prepared with love, with the songs and the connection to a true relationship with Mother Earth once again. May those sacred round houses and all the dances, all that is coming back, strengthen the vibration of Mother Earth so no one will feel lonely and abandoned. No one will feel that betrayal that Mother Earth was not there for us. So we thank you for this sacred time, Creator. And we ask to guide all these beautiful relatives, this beautiful Rukush, this essence, humanity who loves, humanity who cares, humanity who is moving in that direction of walking the sacred way, walking the beauty way. May each one of us connect through our essence, the Rukush, with the sacred fire. Let us not forget that all the rest of what we're doing right now is only an illusion of very short time. But the reality of our soul is everlasting. May we find that eternal fire within us, that spirit, and then unify it with all our kin to recreate our families, recreate our kalpulis, we call, to recreate our societies. And yes, as we know, with many of us has been through this a lot of years. Oh, we've been in the place where we follow the tracks of others. And now we're ready, and I'm so happy, Creator, to see these young people here. I'm glad you're coming home. I'm glad we're going to light those fires and welcome each other again in all sacred ways. There's the essence of our humanity. The other is we're lost and we're not so well to even think of those things. But we think today of that springtime that we may blossom through this beautiful moments, to witness that there will be a new day. There will be the reunification of us with Mother Earth and the celebration with Spirit. Yes, let's dance in the sun dance. Let's dance in the waters. Let's dance with the eagles. Let's dance with our essences to enjoy the Mother Earth, to sing by that sacred tree, and to nourish all that is devastated at this moment. Let's pick up the trash. Let's talk to others. Say, hey, we don't need to do that anymore. We need to beautify, to reestablish beautiful ecosystems. I know Jackie is here, Creator, and others, to take in that old ancient knowledge and transform it so that we, again, our actions are of love, to help the rejuvenation of our as business as usual that we've been doing. And so today, Hunoch, it begins. Hunoch, Noch, Tichash, Kabuk, Achpu. 4 days from now, the Lords of the Light, they set their staffs to create a house so that we can create solutions with Imush. And then we're going to breathe the spirit. The next day is Akabal, the weekend architect, redesign our pilgrimage through this earth. Akabal, to redesign our covenants. I want to make new agreements. This is the story that begins today, at the time of this spring equinox, at the time that the fires are being lit. We just had our Wakshakibats and the Maya. Our people were in millions of ceremonies, millions of people in ceremonies to make things in order. The day before Wukotsi is to have the correction come. What do we need to correct to make sure that we remember to leave the conflicts behind, So when we get to the doorway of the sixth sun, let's leave this conflicts of our fifth sun of wars and destruction and what kind of mind to just go and destroy the forest, pollute the water, chemical stuff all over. It's like, wow. So let's light more fires. Let's support each other. Bring in the elders, bring in the young people. So beautiful to see so many young people now raising their children in those ways. My daughter Sylvia just got a basket, a baby basket from my brother Chris Partida, Pomo. They're reestablishing that beauty. They're choosing to do the dance of the big head and all kinds of relations to maintain that connection. And the first baby basket was to be gifted. First thing you do, you give it away. And Sylvia, my daughter, got it from him. From years, it says, thank you for you and your family, for what has been shared with our people. So no matter where you are, you will find the original peoples of this land. Approach, make relatives. And then let's act together in the springtime to unify those efforts. And yes, there's much to learn, much to prepare. But as we say, as you wish, my love. We only get to do what we can. But I know together we can do that beauty way. And I want to thank you today for sharing your essence, your memories, your beautiful, how Creator made you, each and one of you. I want to say, I love you. I love you. And I'm humble that you choose to bring your essence to this fireplace, to see each other. This is what we look like. This is who we are. But there's more, as you know, as we know. And when we is now a group coming to the land here, and we're being challenged, should we do it or not? Because big challenges, but we're going to go to across the veil and pray, ask for help, ask for guidance, and especially give thanks for life. For there's so much left still that is beautiful. Still much left that is worth our time and our efforts to work towards it. To put the truck over there and then let the flowers blossom here. Make an effort. All of us can make it happen. So with this sacred fire, I know many of you have been ceremonies together, and with some of you, hundreds of ceremonies. And it's been such a incredible journey. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for being there with each other, to sitting up and witness life, to pray for this beautiful mother who mourns for her son, to pray for that beautiful journey for Brandon, no? To make it to home, be embraced by the beauty of Creator. It's they say rest in peace, yes, because the new awakening of the soul is now free. It's back into the soul, back into this the council of the ancestors. It's a beauty way. Yes, we'll mourn, we'll pray more, and yes, we will miss you. And yes, you needed to be more, but that's Creator. You are complete. The journey is complete. No more to do, no more to say. It is done. Beautiful. And so we leave the flowers in the memory, and we bring them into our essence all the time, every day, and pray for them, with them. So thank you, Marisari, for sharing that, that beauty, that memory, and that in the pain, the suffering. Yes, may a flower today, as we said, is flowering the new life, so that we know all of us will gonna follow Brandon one of these days, as we will follow our loved ones, and then others will follow us, because we come here for a little while, and may we reconnect to ourselves, so that once again we are grateful for this opportunity What a gift to become alive. And yeah, we're hurting and this and that. And it's okay. It's okay. Because there's that love. There's that rukush. There's the spirit love that we will go beyond this physical realm. So may we walk in beauty. May we again celebrate life. May we again see each other soon across the fire, in the lodge, in the kiva, in the malokas, or walking in the sacred pilgrimages. It's such a beauty to see in front of you hundreds of people, behind you hundreds of others, and we're all going to do the same thing. Pray, give thanks to life, to witness each other's beauty. And then we go home and start over. When are we going to do that again? When are we going to gather the sacred fires and smoke the pipes, have the dancers, elders speak, the young people, wow, wow, we didn't know this existed. Yes, there's so much that exists that we want to share it and continue bringing it alive. So I know there's other elders here. We'd love to hear from you, your prayers, your essences. And I just want to say, Matiyosha way. So, Isabel, I don't know where you went. Would you please, over from Haida, there you are. Got a lot of couple pages here. Good to see you, Isabel, and
Thank you. It's good to see all of you. I give thanks for each and every one of you for showing up. A lot of, and I say prayers for each and every one of you that have lost loved ones recently. And I thank you for all the prayers that I received from a lot of you when I lost my sister. And when I was in the hospital, I'm grateful for life. And after being so close to death, I decided, well, I couldn't grieve for my sister because I was so sick. So I focused on love, how important love is, how important it is to celebrate all the good things in life. Be joyful as much as we can. So I've been really enjoying being able to walk on the beaches again. Grateful that I'm getting my health back, and so grateful for the beauty of the spring. So grateful to see all the beautiful flowers and being able to work in the soil again. So every morning I get up and I greet the day, give thanks for my life, and give thanks for all the new life that's coming, like your grandchild that was born recently, my grandchild that I will be expecting in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Oh, it's good to see each and every one of you. Oh, I send each and every one of you love and light. Oh.
Yours, Isabel. Love you so much.
I love you too.
Marcia.
Greetings, all my beautiful relatives. It's so nice to see us all gathered again and I'm getting a little bit better at this technology. It sometimes is a challenge, but today it seems to be going good. So I want to just thank you for your beautiful words and prayers, Tata, and for your words, Isabel. So nice to see you, all of you. I always really like this time of year at the equinox because we're really cruising in that place of the in-between, it feels like, as we're coming out of what was considered the harder days of winter, the colder days of winter, and we know that summer is coming. So we're kind of dancing in this in-between place. But what I really like about it is that it really is that place of, equal day, equal night. It's that place of, honoring that cooperation time. It's that time of like equal feminine, equal masculine. It's like the dance of the yin yang. I always think about the Hunab Ku too, with its, it's the dance between that dark and the light. Well, we're right in that moment now where the light's going to begin to take over that nighttime hours, and I'm really, always thrilled to see each and every day as I go outside the changes that come so quickly once things start to warm up. Like every day, there's something new emerging from the earth. And, getting excited. Like for me, this will be the first year I'm not actually planting a full-fledged garden because we've moved. But I have a couple of friends who have gardens who are excited to have me come and get my hands dirty in their dirt. So I'm looking forward to that. And just, growing some things in pots here, but this was always a big time of year for me, and that preparation, and again, being that springtime of that fire really emerging. It's that time for us to really get grounded in our own fires, and really, I know during these last couple of years, it's been difficult for many, but if anybody ever feels lonesome or alone or not supported, I always find it's a great thing just to step outside your door and go sit on the earth for a while, or go sit next to a tree, because that is one companion you always have, is the earth, the elements, the fire, the air, the water. It's always there for us to help to nurture us and to help us to shed whatever it is that we no longer need to carry forward. And because we're going to need our energy for what's coming, now's the time to really, let go of any of those last vestiges of whatever we've been hauling around that no longer serves us, because we're going to need our energy for helping to fulfill our own dreams and visions, especially in this coming year. So I'm always really excited about that time of year, and I like that we've been able to receive the blessings from the ancestors yesterday, and moving into this new cycle of really having that wisdom and really understanding what that wisdom is, because we spend, I think, a good part of our lives just, trying to learn more and more and more and more. And sometimes we don't even really stop to reflect on what it is that we do know. And sometimes it causes us to delay things because we think we need to know this one more thing before I can really get on with it. And I just really urge you to just be brave, be courageous, and then just get out there, and especially in terms of spiritual practices and daily prayers, every little bit helps. And every little bit that you can do, it's a big thing, because you're never alone. And in that sense, because there's always someone else praying somewhere. And you just have to imagine that your prayers are being added to many more that are out there. So it's a time of encouragement and hope for me. And I hope that some of you are really feeling that sense of, this new year coming, things to do, things to get done, but to always take that time to take care of yourself, because we need to be well and healthy in order to continue on with the work that we're here to do. And so, you know, taking really good notice of what it is that we're eating, taking care of this temple that is our body, getting enough rest, and maintaining those connections, whether that be with nature or with the people who really feel supported for you. So that again keeps your fire burning strong. So as we move more into the summertime, I just encourage you all to just spend more time outdoors. It's going to get easier now that it's warming up. And blessings and love to each and every one of you on your journey. And let's plant some really good seeds for this coming year that we know we're going to have a good harvest when it comes to the fall time. So love and blessings to all of you. Now,
What's yours? Maya, are you able to share anything? Maya is my daughter and wanted to show, maybe she can see my grandson. Because usually she's got a bunch of kids, so very busy. We lost her. Okay. Patricio. This is my soul brother.
Oh. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to talk, but then again, I was really hoping that I'd get to talk. This is a really awkward thing, you know. Being an elder is quite the honor and the challenge simultaneously. You know, by some strange coincidence, you know, you happen to do this call at the same time that one of my students is here with her children. And, you know, it was funny. It says, well, oh, there's Patricio with his grandchildren. And it's like, yes, you're absolutely right. Because when you take on a student, you take on a daughter or a son. And so their children become your grandchildren. And spiritually, so your family grows by that amount, and it's such a blessing. It's such a blessing to actually see your family expand, especially when you know it's a spiritual family. And you know, yesterday we were all busy in celebrating and doing healing work. And there, you know, like I said, there was several healers here. We had lots of people come over to take advantage of the fact that we were holding this healing festival. Well, you know, there's a lot of talk around the healing tables, around the food table, and you know, every one of the healers got to do a presentation. I even got in there, and even though I wasn't one of the official healers, I got to do a presentation. And you know, we had sweat lodges. I did the early morning sweat lodge, and actually my student here actually got to do the evening sweat lodge. And man, we just had a really good time. I don't want to talk about that a little bit more, because this is really key. This is the process that we are talking about that has to happen. We really have to start holding even small gatherings around our immediate neighborhood. And you know, I did have some neighbors come over and be part of this, even though they're not part of my church. They're not part of the group that we call our group. There were just neighbors coming over, and you know, they heard that, well, they saw the cars parked around the block, and said, "What the heck's going on over here?" And he said, "Oh, we're feeding people, we're healing people." And so, "Oh, wow, okay, where's the food line?" So, you know, you build, but now people know what we're all about here, and who knows? You know, I don't know how many people we signed up that are all ready to join up and be part of our group. I did a talk about the One People Tribal Nation, and it was incredibly received. Everybody everybody in that listened to the talk about how we are now trying to reestablish tribe and clans and all of this, they said, yes, we want to be part of that. How do we sign up? What do we have to do? And really, it's just simple. All you have to do is show up. Just get together. And we all think, oh, in order to have a real meeting, in order to have a real community, we have to have all this structure, and we have to have an elder, and we have to have a clan mother, and it's like, no, really, just decide that you're going to have a little picnic in your backyard, and invite the neighbors and those that will listen to you talk about getting together and working together, doing a community garden, whatever. Just keep bringing people together by any means possible, because this is that time. We have to bring people together, and some of these people that come, even if it's just out of curiosity, are going to eventually become the solid people, the solid members of our community when the chips really fall and the times get really, really tough. So I'm going to continue, along with the help of my students and my neighbors. We're gonna do another big one in the summer. We're going to have a summer festival, what is it called, the summer solstice. And we're going to do kind of the same old thing. We're going to open it up to healers to come and volunteer their time to do massage or Reiki or whatever. And we just put massage tables around the place. We cook up gallons of rice and actually we cooked a 20-pound turkey, and all that's left is just a few crumbs. And it's like I don't know how many bags of potatoes got mashed, and it's all it takes. People came, they listened to the talks, they laid on the tables and got their massage or got their Reiki work done on them, and everybody left with a smile. It was, we almost couldn't turn the darn thing off at the end there. People just stayed until they started yawning, and that's a good thing. But that's what I really want to emphasize now. I'm doing what I can, even with with the resources that I have. This event happened in my backyard. I don't have 100 acres of land. I have a half an acre of land, and I had 50 people in my backyard. Cars up and down the road. Probably the neighbors said, what the heck's going on over there? But the ones that got curious enough to come over, they're now part of it. And some of them even signed up to be a part of our community, and they want to be informed of when we're doing things again. So don't be shy about doing even the smallest little things. You don't need some great. Who talked about that? Was it somebody said? You don't need to be. You don't need all this authorization. It's like, I can't do anything because I don't have I don't have the blessing from the elders, or God didn't speak to me, or whatever. No, what the heck? If you've got some spiritual inclination, you recognize what the heck is going on now and the need to get together, that is your authorization. That is your right, and your that's your staff now. That's what's going to let you be with that. And then later on, after you get a little group together, you can join these meetings and meet with the other elders and find out what the rest of us are doing. And heck, I'm still working really, really hard, and one of these days I'm going to find out some way to get all of you guys to come to Albuquerque and meet with us. And and even though I can only put 20 of you in the kiva, I'll figure out some way to hold a meeting out there in an open field, which I have now. I mean, next to me, I can put 100 people in a circle in that open field next to me. So what the heck, whatever it takes. But we really do have to start physically physically getting our groups together now. This is the days of the circle is going to be healed, and people are going to come together, and the rainbow tribe and yada yada yada. No, no more theory. No more theory. Now it's real. It's getting real. We have to reach out, touch, and dance in a circle, even if it's even if it's just a half a dozen of us. We're just going to get together and do this. And if you do this, and you come back and you tell the story like I'm telling this story now, say, oh yeah, I had a party in my backyard, and we sang of the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and we drummed, and we pretended to be dancing around a fire, and it's like, yeah, that's good, keep it up, that's great, and what the heck, if you do this a half a dozen times, I'll go down there and I'll visit you, and I'll talk great spiritual stuff with you, and or maybe you can get Eric. He talks spiritual stuff way better than I do. I like the way he he talks about the Nawals and and the people of honey and and all that stuff. What a show. It's great, good stuff. But anyway, that's what's going on now. And this is really real, and it puts life back into this thing. We just came out of 2 years of doom and gloom. I mean, we were told everybody was dying, don't go outside, the Grim Reaper is ready to whack off your head if you even, stick your head out the door. And, it's like, no, that's it. If the Grim Reaper's out there, I'm going to punch his face and walk out there, and we'll see who's tougher, me or him. And so far I've won every one of those encounters, and I'm going to continue to win those encounters until I just get so tired. I'm just going to say, okay, I'm ready. Okay, take the hand. It was fun while it lasted. So anyway, I think that's enough. Jocularity for one meeting, and I don't want to hog all the time. There's a lot of really good elders also on this call, and I want to hear what interesting stories White Wolf has, because he has the best stories. I mean, he doesn't just talk spirituality, he talks really weird stories. Strange things happen to that man, and he does some really good stuff. So I want to hear about that too, and I want to know what interesting ceremonies Yellow Robe's been up to, and all of that. And maybe he'll even sing one of those really good songs that he sings. So yeah, really looking forward to letting this thing go on. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to you. Thank you for letting me see your faces smile and laugh at my words, because that's how I receive my blessing. Your smiles, your laughter tells me I'm alive. I'm doing a good job. I'm fulfilling my duty in this world. And so, okay, I'll shut up. Dog says I'm talking too much, so that's it. I've spoken.
Thank you, Patricio. Okay, Wolf, I think you were called out. You have to unmute yourself. Maybe I'll do.
White Wolf, you need to unmute yourself.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to turn this camera around so you can see where I am. This is our farm, my family farm, up here, 80 acres up in the mountains. We're the center of the Emerald Triangle, for those who know what that is. And wow, life has been a trip. I have a bag in my car of I'm very organized. I have all the stuff I'm going to do. He's talking about that. I'm not doing one thing that's in that bag. I got up the last week, and it's instead of my usual big, long, detailed prayer to everybody, I go, well, good morning. I'm here. I'm awake. I'm alive. What surprises do you have for me today? And that's what it's been like. So I've been a lot of surprises. So one of the things, and that thing, ditto about what Patricio said about being an elder. It is both an honor and boy, is it a challenge. Especially when I go to a gathering and everybody, there's all these people around and say, hey, ask White Wolf. Oh, shoot, I'm on. And I was hoping I could sneak out of that gathering and just be quiet. Anyway, they all know I have weird stories. So that's got around. So where do we go? Where do we go? This thing about just a tight-knit circle. How do we reach out to the world? Where do we start? Well, I've been doing it the last couple of months. Started full moon 2 months ago. Start with forgiveness. Well, don't start with people because you'll be there for eons. I'm 17 different tribes. I just be there for eons, just with my own people. Start with the earth. Start with the water. Start with the air. Start with the fire. Asking forgiveness of the elements, because that is what created life on this planet as we know it. And our relationship, whether we survive as a people or not, have a lot to do with our relationship with the elements and the elementals. So it started at a place called Wilbur Hot Springs. And then when you're talking about for me, my marriages are to the earth. I thought of that, somebody, how many times you've been married? And I started, no, wait a second. Those were relationships like my family. Yeah, that's there. But I have many homes here in California. Wherever I go, I fall in love with the earth. Because and she shows me how beautiful she is. And that is my passion. So one of my villages is Wilbur Hot Springs. And I know there's a lot of other people go to that village, but I was there many years. And I said, I'm going to start there. And it was beautiful to have people. What inspired me most, word got out, and a young man who wanted to elder, a teacher, drove all the way from central Mexico to be there. That's a long drive. And then a friend of his drove all the way from Mount Shasta. And that really inspired me. And then I'm going to keep doing this ceremony. And then I went to Middletown, to where where Harbin Hot Springs was. And now the next one's coming up soon. And it's going to be Spring Valley, which is near Clear Lake. And I lived in that area 30 years. And I've talked to every stone, every tree, every rock, the water, sung my songs. And how do I bring people together? So I'm going to do a church service on Easter Sunday. And I'm going to have everybody walk to church. And I got a private residence in the park at the community center and walk and feel this beautiful land. Don't drive to church, walk to church. You drive to the community center, but walk. And so that's kind of that is what I'm up to. And then where do we go next? How do we get community? The two young men that came. So, well, you're putting your land up for sale. You wanna go in and get some partners. Said, you know what? We haven't lived together yet. We haven't even worked together. So they're coming up for a week. And I don't even know what's going to be on the schedule yet. I get a lot of ideas, but we're going to share. The land's going to tell me, what do I need to show these young people? Because at 82, I'm thinking about, what am I going to do to pass this on? Because I ain't going to be here forever. Well, maybe in another form, but I'm here. Yesterday the last 4 days were amazing. I was honored to be invited by some of the local people here. They are teaching about the women's lodges, about the role of the women and the mooning times. I didn't get any teachings about that as a kid, and I don't think my sister did either. It's just, well, Nell, and well, one day you're bleeding, and what's that all about? And it's amazing to see the people who came and shared tribal traditions and ways. And I shared my experiences as male doing ceremonies and what that means to me. And we had just an amazing, amazing sweat. I had half the people in the lodge had never been in a sweat lodge, never been in a sweat before. And it was so beautiful to see the looks on people's faces when they came out of that kind of ceremony their first time. And it reminded me what touched my heart and what just literally like a rocket propelled me on this path. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to sing one song, and this is my spring song. It's about the time of harmony and balance. And I'm singing it to the water, as I usually come up here on Equinox and sing to the ponds. Kia, kua, 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 kia, kia. Waters of the mother, we love you. Waters of the mothers, bless us. Kia, kua, 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 kia. Oh, and I'll continue it later. Sometimes I'll sing it all night. So thank you and blessings to everyone. And so grateful, Tata and everyone for putting this together, especially you, Raquel. I just thank you.
Oh, Wolf, thank you.
To you, Wolf, and please make sure to mute yourself now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Since they're talking about the water, I know Katrina, young woman, traveling around with the water, and you got to experience some of the blessings that why the water needs to be preserved. So Katrina, where are you? If you want to, or maybe she left. Oh, Katrina. All right, if she hasn't come back or later, then Yellow Robe, it's good to see you.
And Katrina, I can see that you're here. So if it's not a good time, you can drop us. Oh, there you are.
Sorry, no, I had to get something.
Oh, that's okay.
What's happening?
How about how about we go in that order? Katrina, will you share and then pass to Yellow Robe?
Sure. First of all, thank you so much, everyone, for holding this sacred space. It's really good to see so many familiar faces and a lot of new ones. And I really appreciate y'all for showing up, especially for my generation, the younger generation. And it just makes me so happy to be able to just be in this space and hearing from Tat Erick, from Marsha, from Patricia, from White Wolf. It's just so inspiring, and it definitely makes me feel so supported. I know it's been 2 years since this pandemic, and a lot of things have happened in everyone's lives. And I just want y'all to know that us youths, even though there's only like me that I know here right now, we are showing up, we are doing our parts in whatever way we can. And we want y'all to know that just like how you guys are there to support us, we're also there to support you, and we're here to show up. And yeah, I can't wait. There's so many people I don't know, and I'm just so excited for us all to gather in person again and to be able to get to know you all. And for now, this virtual space will do, but I'm just so excited to be so connected. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Katrina.
Oh, Matakuyasen. Really good to see all of you. And I know Sinkala here has just been so excited to get into gardening and to plant stuff. And getting her seed started. And I keep trying to tell her, no, I'm retired, I don't want to work so hard. But it's written, I guess. So I'm quite happy just to help however I can. And so these times here have been really beautiful. Like I mentioned early at the start, the plum blossoms have just come out and they're just so gorgeous. And seeing just life, like during the winter, I went out we have our lodge right outside here, and I went out to the forked stick that it's actually a tree now. It's a willow that we just put the stick in the ground and it grew. And so now it's a tree, but a bobcat came. Well, actually, I thought it was a deer, scraped all the bark off the trunk of the tree there. And I just thought it was a deer because that's happened before. And at our previous place that we lived, when that happened, within a year we moved and got this place. So I saw that, I went, oh, what's in store now? And then Sweet Medicine was here and she says, no, that's not deer. Those are claw marks. So she said, it's probably about the size of a bobcat. And then a few days later, we saw 2 bobcats down at the bottom of the hill running. There's some pastures down there. And so all winter I've been kind of going, oh, so what's happening here, And so my mom passed over in October, and it's been really beautiful. It was definitely her time to go. Her birthday was on St. Patrick's Day. And so it was just, it's kind of like, well, I can't really call her anymore, but it was still just feeling pretty complete there. We turned on the television and there was a show on how to make quilts. And her passion in life was making quilts, so I just felt like it was a little message, that things are speaking to us from all over the place. And maybe we don't quite understand it. We want the answers, written out for us in clear, okay, Spirit, what am I supposed to do? And he goes, okay, here's the bobcat. Let's see what this is going to do. And then the other day walking down the hill and seeing these huge 4 crows out in the field. And then they just, as soon as they saw us, they just took off making all this noise. And it was kind of like, okay, what does all this mean too, And it's just the abundance and just the beauty of life and just the nudges that come. And that's what I really want to just be open to in these times. That because there's wars going on out there in the world. Why, didn't we go beyond that at some point in our civilization and, we're supposed to be civilized and we're fighting wars? It's just like, it doesn't make sense, or that I get angry at Sinkala, and then here I'm trying to practice kindness. It's like, gosh darn. But, Spirit, I'm here. I love this life, and just, help me to be a better person upon this earth walk. And Patricio, you made me hungry when you talked about all those good foods down there too. It's too bad you don't have any turkey left. Anyways, so maybe I'll sing a little song and then pass it on. We still have some time then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, since Fern isn't here, I guess I got to do this.
Oh,
We are stronger together, and thank you, Haida Nation, Fern, for this beautiful song. Help us to be strong. Whole.
looks like another one of my sons showed up, even though he's very, could be my brother, but been loving you for a lot of years. I'm glad you came, and may you have this moment for you and for us. So Sekana, welcome home.
Bonjour. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy to see you all, and happy Spring Equinox. And thank you, Maya, for bringing another beautiful baby into the world. That's so wonderful. Yay. And Sylvia, it's been really fun to go on so many horseback rides with you. Just watching. I think what I would like to share tonight is this was the beginning of the 11th year that I've been on a pilgrimage to a specific mountain just outside of Boulder. It's called Sugarloaf. And it was 10 and a half years ago in the fall that I was up there making my first pilgrimage to the spot. It's a pyramid rock right in the foothills of Colorado, just behind the 14,000 foot peaks and the Continental Divide. And the very top of the mountain is it's all basaltic rock, sweat lodge rocks. And it just so happens that it lines up right with a very sacred place in the center of Boulder called Valmont Butte, and to where we keep our ceremonial grounds, and to where the sun rises on the equinox. And I was up there about 10 and a half years ago praying with one of my brothers and starting this pilgrimage to the sacred sites. And I was praying with a pipe and just saying, thank you for my life and thank you for all the creation. And it's like the bottom just dropped out. And all of a sudden it was like back when the whole area is being formed, and it was lava and fire and transformation. And it said, time to bring the people back. And so that's what I've been doing up there every spring and fall, is to bring the people up to go and pray there and to mark the balance points, and to, in this case, say thank you for the winter season, and to wake up from the long sleep and the vision time, and to welcome in the new beginnings, the little babies, the new sunrise, the new thoughts, the new ideas, and to begin again a new cycle. One of the things that came in that prayer, it was a beautiful day in Colorado. It was in the mid 30s, sunny, blue skies, lots of snow, and a beautiful group of people that made that walk with us to make that prayer. And it was a prayer to the west that came, and I didn't know what it was, but it just sometimes when you pray to a plant, when you pray to direction or to a spirit or to whatever it might be, you get that good feeling that in Ojibwe we call that the bimadasiwen, this good feeling that just fills you up inside. And I realized afterwards it was the 13 Achmak. Is that the day, Eric?
Yeah. Yesterday.
Yeah. And so in my knowing of the West, it's a direction of the ancestors. It's a direction of that a completion in the journey of life. And so there's something around that connection to that direction and to the West. So there's a good feeling that's there that I probably just need to explore a little more. But maybe that was the medicine that we needed on that mountain. Maybe that's the medicine that we all need for this next cycle, is that connection to our ancestors. And those, like you're just talking about, Yellow Robe, your mother just passing over, those ancestors that have just made that journey over, to those ancestors that beyond our count of time and beyond our remembrance did something that made this moment possible for us. Or even to the thought of that first living thing that wiggled into existence on this planet that we're all descendants of, that somehow we're all in an unbroken chain of life from that point to now and to the next generations that are coming through. So I think it was just a beautiful chance to be up there, to mark the day, to rebalance ourselves with that prayer, and to just honor and give thanks for the gift of life, the four elements, the 4 levels of creation. And in the way that, you have taught me, Eric, and many of the elders have taught me over the years, it was a ceremony about showing up in the place when the equinox was happening, not when it was convenient for the people. Thank God it was 9:30 in the morning on Sunday. Like, couldn't have been better. We've been up there at 2:30 in the morning in a snowstorm and a blizzard. We've been up there at other times when it's been hot and right in the middle of the day. And there's something about just showing up and being there in the moment and in the power and letting our prayer ripple out. The last thing I'll share is this was the new medicine that was just given to me. My clan is the Bear Clan, and this was my first teacher, grandmother Kiwe Pichel. She was a Ojibwe medicine woman in northern Michigan, and this was the bear paw that she used in healing ceremonies. And so I bless each of you as the bear wakes up right now, that the healing that you need and the prayer that you need wakes up inside of you, that you can have whatever it is that you need to walk this journey and fulfill your life's purpose, and to heal any of those thoughts or sicknesses in the body, or anything that's around you that's giving you trouble, that bear, as it wakes up, can wipe those things away and dig up the medicines that you need to be healed and to be whole again. So just want to say thank you. And I love so many of you. It's so good to see you all. And thank you for this opportunity to pray together. And let me grab my drum and I'll just do the bear song real quick. I'll put my drum over here. Let me go get it. Hope I'm not going to make anybody sick by running around here. And I'm going to sit underneath my bear robe here. You can see it. I know this is a song that goes around to many traditions. This is the way I heard it and know it. I know it's a little differently than the way sung differently than the way you sing it, Eric, and maybe some of you as well. But this is the way I know it. I know you've heard this in a variation, so sing along. Actually, go ahead and stand up. Let's dance. This is the bear dance. Get your claws up and get your bear on. Let's wake up that bear. Hey, 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 hungry. Hey, 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 hungry. Hey, so much love to you all and happy spring.
Happy spring.
Oh, thank you, Tosecana. And now I saw that Maya was back to get the next generations to feel our love and our presence, no matter if we're so far. They're in Hawaii, and so Maya, did you go away again? Maya, it's got 3 babies over there. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm here.
Oh, that's
Wait,
not
let me just put a diaper on. Hold on. I know you guys can still hear me. So first, I'd like to say thank you all for. Say hi, Erukai.
Hi, okay.
Thank you to so many of you guys that donated for me to have my home birth. It was a beautiful, beautiful experience, and I'm so thankful. Oh, can you hand me a towel? Hand me a wipey, sis. Wait, hold on. I got set up. I got all the baby things happening right now.
What a beautiful song.
Yeah, you can sing everybody a song. You can tell everybody. Say hi. This is Makali'i.
Makali.
He is from the Pleiades. So Makali'i is the Pleiades in Hawaiian. But anyways, so I just wanted to thank so many of you guys. Wait till after, okay? It was very, very amazing to have so many in this community to support me and my family. I'm so thankful to you guys. And so I was just gonna share a little bit about my birth. And Kaula, I'm not gonna give you Chichi right now, okay? You need to wait. Wait, okay. So Makali'i was like conceived right at the beginning of the last cycle, the 260-day cycle. And he was born on the last full moon of the cycle, Hoku moon. And that was like, he literally came as the moon rose. And it was just so beautiful. And then, well, can you please wait? Can you please wait 1 second? And then, yeah, so his mission is the bots. So the next cycle was Hoon bots, which was just like the amazing, like it was just so amazing how the time aligned for that. And that also was in alignment with when we could see the Pleiades constellation from Hawaii. So it was just really, really beautiful how all the time aligned for him to come in. And then what else was I gonna share? New beginnings. I mean, this is like a new, like these kids that we're bringing in now, they're like, it's just a total different connection to the spirit world. And like, you know, like you guys were saying before, like the connection to the ancestors, I really felt that presence during this pregnancy and during my birth. They were very present with me and supporting me, and it was really humbling experience, and it was just beautiful to be able to be in that ceremonial space for the 9 months, and to be able to share it with my kids. So like to be able to give birth and have my kids right there. And my daughter was like, I'm so proud of you. You're so brave for giving birth to the baby. And for her to say that to me was like, you know, she's only 4. So it's just that reflection of beauty that we're walking in right now. And yeah, it was really an amazing experience. And with this spring equinox coming and this new baby, I'm just like all in the new and refreshed and rejuvenated. And it was really awesome too to like be able to like shed those layers, like, you know, like with my placenta and my birth, and like shed those layers right at that time for the spring equinox. Like I feel like he just turned a month old, and now we're like into this new cycle, and it's just beautiful. And yeah, and he's amazing. Yeah, tell them all about it. Tell them all about your journey. It was a really cool journey, yeah? Yeah, super cool journey. I love you guys. Love everybody. Good to see everybody. And thank you guys so much. And what a blessing to share this experience with everybody. And he has so much to tell you guys too.
Guys.
Love you.
Since today also we're asking to about the young generation, and then there's a middle place of the younger one. So I want to ask you, Sylvia, to share, you know, and it'll be a little different than Maya's, more quiet and settled. And
Hey everybody. So good to see so many faces. I look forward to these calls. I miss all of you guys and all of your energy and everything every time, for however long the span is that we don't get to see each other talk. And thank God for Facebook and Instagram, and we get to see each other and, you know, what little trips we can make and connect. But I always look forward to these so that we can always, reconnect and hear what everyone's up to and hear everyone's beautiful songs and what everyone's doing. And yeah, while my sister is popping out babies left and right, I've been really focusing inwards on myself for the last, I guess the last year since we did, the Waxahachie Bots, and it's been pretty amazing. I've been spending a lot of time in the mountains and by myself and quiet and just finding where I belong and who I am and connecting with my ancestors and just the spirit of the mountains and this place that I'm in. And it's been really good. I think that never ever in my whole life have I ever felt as grounded and at peace as I do now. And it's been a hard road. There's been a lot of bumps and it's been challenging, and still every day, there's always challenges, but the days that, I work long hours or work really hard and come home and I come home alone and it's quiet and I'm lonely, I really focus on that just connecting with this place that I'm at, and I'm right under Mount Shasta and the wind and the snow, and when we get lightning, it's all around here, and just being able to connect with it and remind yourself that instead of feeling like poor me, and not getting stuck in that of, what life challenges are always faced, to really just find that connection to gratitude and what we do have. I work a lot and I don't make a lot of money, and it's a struggle. It's really hard by yourself. I was a huge distraction earlier unloading my hay, but right now we're in such a drought that, hay, you can't find it. And if you can, it's super expensive, and everything in life is, going up, gas prices, all that, blah, blah, blah. And it just makes it really hard. And so everyone, you have your own struggles, but in the end, you just gotta just hunker down inside yourself and find that place and just say, man, I'm alive. And, this last weekend I was able to go and I looked out the window and all my plans got messed up. I was going to go get hay that day and go do this and go do that. And it just got messed up. It was raining and snowing. And so I sat here and I thought, it's forcing me to have a lazy day. I never do that. I never stay home and just take care of myself and relax. And I looked out the window and I said, oh my God, I'm going fishing. So I grabbed my fishing pole, and then of course I'm like, oh, I never bought my fishing license for this year. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to go. I can't afford it. And I said, no, I need to go. I need to be at that lake and I got to do it. And so I got online and real quick got my fishing license, and I grabbed all my stuff and I just took off. It didn't matter. Nothing else. I forgot food. I had sunflower seeds and I ate like a whole bag, and my mouth was raw from all the salt, but no worries. It was fun. But I ended up having like the best time. I went to this lake that there was nobody else there, not a single soul. I had eagles in the trees just singing. There was, across the little cove that I was at, there was a red tail just sitting right on the bank watching the water, and it was my fishing buddy. But just to be able to like do that little small stuff and just remind yourself like, this is such a small part of what we are as little molecules in the big picture of what this life is, what, and like this life is just this tiny little thing, and to do the best that we can of with what we can. I think that, oh, no one notices me. I could die in my house and no one would know I was there for 5 days until someone found me with flies crawling out my eyes or something. Because, I'm always by myself. And then, I go to the gym and I work out 5 days a week, because for my mental state, for me, it makes me feel good. It helps me deal with my demons. And, you always think nobody's watching, no one notices. And then boom, someone comes up to you and says, wow, you're so inspiring. Because of you, I joined the gym. Because of you, I'm taking better care of myself. I wish I could do this. I want to go do that. Because of you, I went out and, went into the woods, and I was scared, but I went anyway. And one of our elders sent me, I just randomly got this box in the mail, and I opened it, and there was this really long letter talking about what an impact my mom and my dad had on his life and on his mother's life. And, you know, how even though I don't have kids, you know, I'm still such a huge impact on my nieces and nephews' lives. And you never know who's watching and who's paying attention to what you're doing. And anyway, I get this package in the mail. I'll show you. And I was gifted this beautiful baby basket that he made. As a symbol of what being an auntie carries, and what being a woman, and, you know, just all of us, even men, what we carry to show and pass down to our younger generations. And like I said, half the time I don't know if anyone notices I'm even here. And I know people all around feel that. You feel that loneliness and that loss. And then something like that happens, and, you know, connecting with each other is like this, how much that really means to each other. So sorry, I'm always emotional. But anyway, that's just something I wanted to share, you know, that I'm so grateful for all of you, and for our communities, and you too, Miko. And, you know, just to remember to connect with this land, wherever you are. Like Grandpa White Wolf said, everywhere you go, you fall in love with the land. The land speaks to you. You ground yourself in it. You watch the trees and the birds, and you pray with the water. Just that connection. Anyway, I won't take up too much of your time, but I just wanted to share all that. And thank you guys, from my heart to yours. Thank you so much. I was gonna sing a song, but I think I already just went blah, blah, blah. So yeah. I love you guys. Thank you, Matyosh, Mahalo, Hawa.
Gosh. How we doing, Raquel? Thank you, Livia.
Well, I gave a lovely note saying we were flowing. We have definitely, as I think I put it, just letting spirit guide us right now. And it's been incredibly beautiful to see this, and just have people come to show up that I, you know, that beautiful, like, it's like when a wave comes back, and the beautiful space this is creating for those who are circling with us for the first time. Sometimes we wait lifetimes to circle up again. So beautiful. And thought that if you wanted to pass the stick to someone else, I wanted to just offer that, and say thank you to everybody who's just flowing in the spirit with us and really staying present for it.
Yeah, thank you. And this is such a beautiful witnessing of the love that goes beyond our eras. You know, that we received it and we give it. Now it's starting to flow to the next waves. You know, and so I'm gonna leave this one to whoever wants to, you know, share a prayer or song, and then we're gonna close it up after that. But thank you for being in your presence, bringing your experiences. You know, what are your neck of the woods, and what is your experiences? You know, and like we see a lot of people who haven't seen in a little while. Others are preparing to come back again right now. Next weekend we'll be in ceremony, so keep it in all of our hearts in that rukush, that even though we were considering not doing it because of this or that, the prayer, you know, the ceremony, we're asking those spirits to really help us travel safe, all of you, door in, door out, and even travel when we go into the spirit world, to travel in the beauty, so that more of this can happen. Like Patricia and others, like, yeah, we you know, the reflections are coming back, that it means something, you know, that it's doing something. So, and this is why we are, you know, we continue. Sometimes, you know, very few, sometimes maybe many, whatever. But as long as this reflection came to me not too long ago, that as long as we hold that vision, that the potential, the possibility, wow, what a gift, And yes, some of us are being torn apart, and we don't know what coming out of what pieces are going to be left to even put some together of what we were. And maybe you don't need that anymore. And so encourage to all of us to touch each other, visit each other, connect, and make this more happen. The elders are waiting for, hey, come on in and share, and so it's up to some of us young ones to really put it together, So one more to share. Whoever wants to jump in, they say jump in the middle. In the ceremony, some of the dances, sometimes we scare people with that because it is, you're dancing, you're singing, and then you just jump in, do your best, show up, so we'll leave that one to you.
I wanted to leave space for someone. Oh, good.
No, go Raquel, please.
Mm-mm. Please.
Jump in the middle.
I just want to say to each and every one of you, you make me better. And I'm so, so grateful as we all take this time and go through these challenges and go through this opportunity, all of those challenges, just seeing and holding them all of these as these opportunities, to heal and to transform and to cleanse and to purify. And as we do that, just what an incredible gift it is to have this circle, whether we can see each other in person, to know that across time and space that we're holding each other, we're loving each other, we're all connected to the same fire, we're all connected to the same water, we're all connected through our hearts, through our memories, and through our songs and our love. And thank you. Thank you, because it holds me, and I know it can hold each and every one of us. Matios Tat.
And thank you, Nan, Kirana. And when in those dances is the Karuk, Yorak, Hupa. And when they doing that, sometimes two people jump in the middle. I saw you talking, Angela. So take us home, and so good to see you. Once in a while I hear what you do, with the herbs and the medicine. And it's like, wow, yeah, makes me very beautiful feeling, that you took that road of the medicine, and so may you share as you wish. It's good to see you.
You caught me. I was on mute and I was like, oh, I guess I had to sit back, but you caught me. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna do a prayer right now. So maraming salamat, agyaman ak unay, Matios Shaway, giving thanks, honoring all of us, honoring all of our grief right now. That we have been on an ongoing grief in the last 3 years. And as a collective, and I wanna put a prayer down for the beauty of spring, but also this exit plan that we need to create for ourselves, that we can't leave it up to the government. We cannot leave it up to somebody else. This exit plan that we need to get out of this pandemic, to get out of all the hysteria we are in, to get out of climate change. We might not be able to avoid that one, but a prayer nonetheless, a prayer nonetheless. I'm blessing this with all of the medicine, this medicine that it just cycles and cycles and cycles back. Right now, I'm burning vetiver, which comes from the roots of the earth, smelling so sweet. And how much of a cycle we are being able to eat from the earth, get nourished by the earth, and then we die again and we give ourselves back to the earth. And so may we give ourselves back in a way that we leave it less broken, less in suffering. May we give some really, really nourishing compost for this earth, for those of us who are older, knowing that we are going to go back to the earth soon. May your bodies nourish the next generation, the unknown. And as we are in this precipice between the great mystery that we need to keep trusting, and in our willpower, what we can do in this lifetime, what's still possible, may that combination of that mystery and what we have with our agency right now, may that bring us to what we keep referring to as this grand new age in the sixth sun of the people of the honey. I trust that prayer. That is why we came. That is why all of these seeds are here. More seeds are coming. Trusting that prayer so that we younger ones, that we can still have hope. And we are those seeds of hope. May all of you have that trust throughout the rest of this year in the sacred cycle, and seeing you all in whatever form, in the solstice, in the next equinox. And may we keep stepping into the prayer with our strength and our dignity, our wholeness, and even our brokenness. And blessing you all with the tobacco that's growing in the garden. With your Shaway, thank you.
Love you, Angela.
Love
Thank
you.
So much love to each and one of you. And may you carry a strong fire, beautiful essence all around wherever you go. And so we'll see you soon. And travel safe for those of you who are coming. Thank you for the encouragement and what we got to jump over. So Matiosha, Hedy, if you have anything else, please maybe take us home with this time. Matiosha, everybody.
They're going to feed off of each other's computers. I don't have much more to say other than I love you all and thank you for the beautiful prayers. Angela, your prayer was stunning and just really spoke so much. So no need to add anything to that, or just my love, as all of us are. And so beautiful to see you all. Thank you so much. Happy solstice, happy equinox.
So everybody can unmute, Raquel, and
Yeah, everybody can unmute. And I just want to invite you all to really visit our website, because there's so many intentions for this year for gathering, and we have a lot of things that we're sharing. We have a new website, so I just invite you to come. And thank you to our photographers. I want to honor Stella, who's on the call, who so much of her beautiful work is featured on our website, and come be part of this ongoing story with us. And thank you for being here with us tonight. Unmute yourself. Let's hear your voice, and just blessings all around.
Oh, hi everybody. It's so
Love you
beautiful to
all.
be here with
Thank
you.
To
And
everybody.
yeah,
Love and blessings.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you.
Love you,
good
love
night.
you, love
Bye.
you.
Love you.
Good night, Ishalita.
Good night.
Thank you for the
Good night.
prayers. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Miguel.
No,
Hola,
wait.
Tata.
Good night,
I
everyone.
said good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Besos.
Buenas noches. Good night. And any other blessings and beauty. That's the one.
Good night, Hetty. Thank
Good
you.
night. Love you guys. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Ahoy ho.
What? Good night. We keep missing the button. Bye.
Children's hour. It's the children's round. Oh, so much love.
Yeah.
Love you all. Good night.
Thank you,
Good
Rico.
night, Matios.
Good night.
Oh.
Josh.
Hi, Makali'i.
Makali. Love you, buddy boy.
Oh, so cute. You're muted. Cannot hear
No,
you.
you hang up. No, you hang up.
I love you more. No, I love you more.
How come all my kids are silent?
Oh, now they are.
Bye, guys.
Except for that one.
Quack, quack.
Hi, babies. Wakey, wakey.
Oh, this one's now doing crystal healing. That's why he's okay.
Okay.
Show him your crystal.
Hi, Oa. Hi, ooh, pretty.
Hi, quack, quack. Beautiful crystal. Thank you.
Yeah, that's why he's calm now. I should have given him all crystals before I got on.
The Cayete crystals.
Cayete crystal.
Okay.
I love you guys more than both of you combined.
What?
That's a whole lot.
That is a whole lot.
You guys combined is a lot.
That's a whole lot of sisters.
I love you guys more.
I love you more.
I love you guys more.
Oh,
I love you mostest.
I love you 100 times more.
I love you 1,000,000,000 times more.
I love you triple 100,000 billion times more. No changes.
Wow.
Look, I have horns.
Have a good night. Goodbye. Love you. Bye.
Goodbye. Love you. Bye. Goodbye. 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 Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for coming, girls. Yay.
Hey. Hi, hi, baby.
You don't know where the hang up button is. Oh, that is the hang up button. You're going to hang up? Okay, say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you. Love you.
Okay, bye, guys.
So,
Bye, love you.
good night.
Oh, can you do it?